Hi, everybody. We're going to take a look at our midterm for our class. This is it right here. This is one of the two drawings that you're going to make. This is a exploded assembly drawing. So you're going to be responsible for creating the parts for this drawing and then for putting it together as an assembly and then for exploding it out like this and then putting bubbles and a parts list on it also. Now, to find out what the drawing sizes are, and you're going to have to make this drawing also. This is called a working drawing. You're going to see that I have both of these sheets on D as in dog sized paper. So we're going to need to print these things in D as in dog sized print paper. I'm going to show you how to set up for creating these parts and also how to do the work setting up for the dimensioning on this sheet like you see right here. So the first thing is you got to go to your Inventor program, and we're going to start a new file here. And to draw the parts, what you need to do is use a metric template, a millimeters template. So I'm going to click the down arrow here. I'm going to go to the word metric. Then I'm going to click on standard parentheses mm.ipt. So this is a metric units template. Now, on here, this is where I'm going to draw my parts. You'll be able to dimension them and such as that, and it'll all be in millimeters units. When I get that done, I'm going to want to create this assembly right here. And I'm also going to create these views on this drawing. And right now I'm going to show you how to set this up. And I'm going to do, whoopsie, come on. I'm going to do the axle part right here. I'm going to show you how to get that going. So back to Inventor, and I've done my part. It's all done. I don't have to worry about anything else. I've saved it and such as that. So I'm going to go to New again. I'm going to go back to my EN-US because that's where my GCC title block resides. And I'm going to click, and I'll fill in all this stuff. I'm not going to do it right now because it would just take more time than I need. Now, when I open this title block up, it comes in as a B, as in boy, size title block. I want to change that to D for dog. So I'm going to, in my menu on the left here, I'm going to go to sheet number 1. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say edit sheet. The size I'm going to change from B to D, and I'll say OK. And now I've put this new title block onto my screen. Next thing is I need to go to Tools right here, and I'm going to go to Document Settings. And this is necessary because our title block is set up in imperial units. We need to change it to millimeters units to metric system. So I go to Tools, Document Settings, and right here where it says Active Standard, I'm going to click, and I'm going to change that to Default Standard ANSI-MM. And I will select Apply, and then close. Now I'll go back to my Place Views, and now I can start putting on all of those parts. You want to use, by the way, the units, the scale factor that I've put onto the working drawing for each one of the parts. So I'm going to hit open. I'm going to just put the axle in just as a demonstration here, and I'm going to say OK. Now it comes in at this huge scale. The scale that the part tells me it's going to be is 2:1. So I change the scale here, pull this off to the side, right click, say OK. Now I've got my axle drawing onto the title block here. And I'll zoom in on this just so we can see it a little bit better. Now I'll go to annotate and I'll start putting my dimensions on. And I'm only going to do 1 or 2 dimensions, but I'm going to click on that and I'll get the dimensions, and all my units now will be in millimeters. So make sure that you do that. Now, something that I just remembered here is that I did not give you accidentally the depth of this spot face. I believe that it's about 1/4 of an inch. Let me see. You know what? Maybe I can pause this and go back and come back and show you. No, I can't. It's not 1/4 of an inch. I think I misspoke there. I think it's more of an 1/8 of an inch type thing. Well, let's see. Actually, you know what? I'll open the part. There we go. Oops. I gotta go back to the Inventor. There we go. Open. That is the support. I'll say open here. I'll zoom in on this. And the lights just went off in the room I'm in. Hold on a second. There we go. If you don't move, you within the sensor's range, the lights turn off. Anyways, all right. So I'm going to go to inspect and measure. I'm going to go from this surface here to this one right here, and that is 3 millimeters. So the depth of this spot face on both sides is 3 millimeters. So back to this. So that's the important thing there, is to make sure that you set the units to millimeters rather than inches, because if you don't, you're going to get inches dimensions, and that's not going to work out well for you. Let's see. All right. So by this time, you'll have learned how to use the exploded presentation views to bring this in so that you can do the dimensioning of this part and the creation of the assembly drawing.